Well, good evening, everybody. How's all Michael G doing out there? Friday night, around 6. Taking my walk. Times have changed. I remember a few years back, 20 years ago, Friday nights would be my cabaret night. Be getting all juiced up. I'd be in the gym right now, working out. Going home, taking that shower, stopping at Punchy's for a couple of drinks before heading out to the Buzz downtown. I'm going back 25 years ago. 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4. God, those were fun times. Sometimes I look back and wish I can go back to those days. You know, no worries. Everybody had money. None of this bullshit that's going on in this world. You know? People were just out having fun. Nobody was on their fucking phones. People were actually having conversations with one another. You know, you'd go up to a girl, you talk to her, ask her to dance. Now everything's done through fucking phones. You know? Where's that personal connection? It's gone. That's why nothing lasts anymore nowadays. It just doesn't. Because people get on these social media apps, these TikToks and Instagrams and Facebooks, and you know, just make a persona of themselves. It's not really them. You know? And eventually the real person's going to come out. Might be a couple weeks, might be a month, 2 months, but the real you is going to come out. And then that's when shit hits the fan. So just be yourself, man. There's somebody out there for everybody. But anyway, I wanted to come out here because I wanted to talk about Chicago. The reason I moved out of Chicago was A, because my wife was a Chicago cop, and all the bullshit she was dealing with during COVID and after COVID and everything else. Then they elected this jagoff mayor. What a piece of shit. As soon as they elected him, boom, that was my ticket to I needed to get the hell out of there. In which I did. And I never thought it could have got worse after Lori left office. But it fucking did. This guy is so woke, so far left, so anti-everything, being black. You know, I have a lot of African-American friends, black friends. I should say acquaintances, not friends, acquaintances that I've known for 20 years, 25 years throughout my auction career. I've met them, know their families, their business. Great people. Everybody, Middle Eastern, Hispanic, doesn't matter. Okay? 95% of them, and this is a God's honest truth, have the same opinion of this man. He's just not a good person. Complete fucking racist. You know? Talks about equality for everybody. You know? I remember when all this shit happened, I just couldn't believe they actually voted this guy in. Absolutely no experience whatsoever. That's how stupid sometimes people are. And I'm going to call you stupid because you're voting for the color and not for the experience. And now look what happened. Everybody's fucked. Right? Everybody. Doesn't matter what color you are, what neighborhood you live in, everyone's being affected. Me, I'm personally worried about the people that I grew up with in Bridgeport that have worked for the city of Chicago for 20, 25, 30 years, 15 years, whatever it is, you know, and are relying on their pensions. The fucking city's broke, man. They have no money. Asshole today said, we've reached a point of no return. That fucking point of no return was years ago when all these illegals started coming in, and then you would take our dollars that would go to the needy in Chicago, the less fortunate, and you'd give it to them. Now look what we got. Big fucking problem, right? It's not going away. How are you going to solve it? You're going to keep raising taxes on people? Fucking ridiculous. You know, I used to get my hair cut on 16th and Wabash. Styling studio, Chinaman Rob. Everybody knows Chinaman Rob. And I'm not trying to be derogatory. That's just what we call him. You know, I've known him 20 years. Great guy. I've seen his little girl grow up. He was in Bridgeport, and then he moved over to 16th and Wabash. And I stopped getting my hair cut there when I moved moved out here. I've got a new stylist, new barber. But anyway, last time I spoke to Rob was, I'm going to say 4 months ago was the last time I was there, just bullshitting with him. And he's got a small storefront. And he told me that his taxes doubled. He was paying right around $16,000 a year. Now he's a little over 34. You believe that shit? $34,000 a year on a commercial piece of property that's maybe 1,800 square feet, maybe 2,000 square feet. How is this fucking poor guy gonna make it? And he's stuck. And the reason why he's stuck, and again, the reason why he told me this is because of the relationship that I've had with him. It's because he owns a building, you know? So what's he gonna do? He can't sell the building. No one's gonna buy the building with $3,000 a month worth of taxes. So he's fucking stuck. Poor guy, you know? 12-year-old daughter. Now he's fucking stuck. That's what the city does. That's what this piece of shit mayor did. And unfortunately, it's going to continue to escalate. And these taxes are going to continue to go up. Businesses are leaving like crazy. You can't even go out downtown anymore. You know? That's why I chose not to continue my charity benefit auction business, my black tie events, because I don't want to drive in the city. I used to do a ton of them on Michigan Avenue, all over the place. You name the hotel, I was there for many, many years, and it was a great time. Now, you got to deal with all these shitheads, all these fucking teen takeovers and bullshit on a Friday, Saturday night. Who wants to deal with it? You know, people with tuxedos that are going to events, $500 a plate dinner, that are going to support a cause, you know, and they got to deal with this shit. And the poor police, they can't do anything about it. They got to just sit there and fucking eat it because of this asshole fucking jagoff mayor that's in office. He's just not a good man. You know, he's just not even a man. He's just not a good person. So, you know, I feel for all my Kujinis out there that work for the city, that have poured their heart and soul into it for all those years. I hope they don't screw you guys on your pensions because of Skiddy. The city's broke, man. I mean, I don't know how the hell they're going to do it. And Trump sure as hell is not going to bail them out, you know, because of the lack of disrespect that our fat-ass Barney Rebel mayor shows them. And then an ugly piece of shit fucking mayor, our governor. I was talking about our governor, Pritzker, that Barney Rebel looking asshole. And then you got Brandon Johnson, DJ himself, with all his etiquette and bullshit. No one's going to bail Chicago out. They're just not. I mean, it's just a fact. So, I wanted to talk about it for a while. I'm worried. You know, I am, because I know that there's a lot of guys that I grew up with that have, you know, 22 years in, 23 years in, some a little more, that want to get out of the city. You know, the kids are grown, but they can't leave because they got a few years left before their pensions kick in. Well, man, I'm praying for you. I hope that when you do decide to retire, that the money will be there. You know, the money that you relied on, and that's where you busted your ass, gals and boys, for all those years. Man, but I don't know. I don't trust this guy, and I don't think you should either. I mean, I know you shouldn't. His actions, the way he speaks, the way he dances around questions regarding racism. I mean, it's all over the wall. I mean, black people, you know, the people that voted for him can't even stand the guy. And I watch it all the time, but no one's showing it. What does that tell you? He's just not a good man. Unfortunately, we got 2 more years with him in office. It doesn't affect me because I'm out here in the burbs. I'm in King County, but those of you in Cook County and the city of Chicago, man, I feel for you. I really do. I love the city. I love coming into the city, but I haven't for years, and I'm not looking forward to it anytime soon because I just don't trust it. The last thing I want to do is get carjacked by a 12, 13, 14-year-old and me trying to defend myself, right? And then something bad happens. And guess what? My life is fucked, even though I'm the victim. And that's what, and that's the truth, you know? The law is not on your side. And I know it because I have law enforcement and family. It's not that they don't want to be, they just can't. You know, they're out to get the hardworking people. I don't know why. Obviously they have an agenda. And it's not to protect the working class, but to secure their asshole futures, their families. And this guy's doing it. I can't believe what he's done the last 2 years that he's been in office. He's absolutely fucking destroyed this city. And I never thought it'd get worse after Lightfoot left. But man, this asshole makes Lightfoot look like one of the greatest mayors of all time. He's not a good man. So, can't wait to see what more bullshit he throws at us during these meetings at City Hall, because they're coming. What other stupid ideas? Taxing this. Now he's talking about having a tax to come into Chicago. Did you hear this one? He's talking about implementing a tax to come into Chicago, like they tried to do it in New York. You believe this shit? The city's already struggling. The restaurants and clubs and entertainment places are already struggling. Now he's gonna charge the people to come in and spend money. I don't get it. I mean, who the fuck is gonna do that? It's just stupid. But anyway, that's Chicago for you. The beautiful city that I grew up with. The city that I absolutely loved. That I was born and raised in. Turning into a fucking shithole. You know? I hate to say it, but it might be Detroit in 5 or 7 years. Maybe sooner. You know, I know they say Detroit is up and coming again, but I dated a girl from Detroit outside of Detroit, from Sterling Heights, for about 10 years. So I seen when Detroit was a shithole, because we used to drive there every once in a while and go to the casino out in Greektown over there in Detroit. And it was just a shithole then. But I haven't been out there in quite a while, but I heard it's coming back. They're trying to revive the city a little bit. And we're getting the shit here in Chicago. But anyway, I guess it's summer's almost over, so the shitheads can't do the bullshit that they were doing throughout the year. They don't like coming out in the cold. So these fucking kids nowadays, man, these youth kids, you know, between 10 and 25 years old, I mean, they just don't have any idea. They just don't care. No respect for anybody. They just don't care. It's a real problem. So anyway, I want to come out, let all my Kojinies from the city know that I'm thinking about you, and that I'm praying that things settle down and hopefully they'll figure something out. It won't affect you or your families financially in the future. But as of now, this agenda that this asshole BJ mayor is trying to push is so unacceptable, and it's affecting everybody, every race, every religion, color, creed, everything. It's affecting everyone, and it just isn't right. So anyway, I just wanted to vent about that. I've been thinking about it, and I hate to see the city of Chicago turn into what it's turning into. And I just don't see it getting any better anytime soon. I really don't. I mean, and that's kind of sad to say. But anyway, if you guys are going out tonight, it's hot, muggy. I'm going to go home, take a nice shower, crack open an Ultra, have a stogie, and chill with the kids. And but if you're going out, be safe. A lot of shitheads out there. Remember, God loves you. Make it a great day, or make it a great evening, since it's evening outside. And Cousin Vinny loves you. Ciao for now.